All right, what is up, everybody? Anybody comes in after the fact, what is up, what is up? Hope you guys are doing well. I decided to come on here and do a little cardio and chat to see if anybody pops in. Testing this new live vertical live feature again, and there's nothing wrong with that. Possibly might be able to get some work done. So I'm on the the Bowflex, what is it? Velocore, the Bowflex Velocore bike. I'll get some cardio in. So I'm just gonna go live and test it out since I have some time. Chat about what I'm doing with my transformation that's going down right now. Really looking forward to it. Everything's looking really good. We're making strides in the right direction, making strides in the right direction. Let's ride Liberty Harbor, California. Why not? That's what we'll do. No music, because I don't want to get copyrighted or anything like that. And we're going to just get started. Yeah, man. We're just on the bike ride, see if anybody pops in. So yeah, I'll try to get a quick little 30-minute session of zone 2 cardio, so it's not going to be any super hard riding. Want to get my heart rate up to set my bike riding, there's a bike riding section inside of my Samsung app that I use. So that's gonna help with that. And this way I'll be able to watch my heart rate. Try to get the heart rate to about 120-ish, right at the top of zone 2 cardio for me. And get a little half-hour riding in, and so yeah, this transformation that I'm putting myself on is truly. Can I do a backflip? Absolutely not. I'm sorry. I haven't done a backflip since I was probably 12 years old. That's when the growth spurt came. And any 300-pound man that can do a backflip is a freaking superhero. I'll tell you that for sure. But hey, maybe that's something I could work towards. I'm both. I'm fat and muscular. I used to be a competitive powerlifter, bodybuilder, but got into an accident a few years ago, and I've kind of been screwed up ever since and gained a lot of weight, even though I'm a master personal trainer, so it got so bad that I actually stopped training because I was embarrassed, and I kind of lost myself chasing money, and I ended up getting fat. So yeah, I am fat, no harm done, but I'm on a road to redemption for myself, you know, and I'm showing people that, hey, you can let yourself go, but you can still get it together. But yeah, so I'm both. I'm fat and muscular. I carry a lot of muscle, but I'm also carrying about 100 pounds of fat right now. Oh, thank you. I will keep it up. There's no other choice. You know, I want to be here. I want to be here. I want to live life, you know, and it took me a while to find it again, but I'm back on track. Yeah, more power, yeah. I'm going to need it, man. I'm going to need it. You know, you get back to it, man. Get back to it. You know, all you have to do is make the decision. I know it's hard sometimes, and it's hard to actually get started, but the hardest part is getting started. You know, and believe me, the fact that I had 100 plus pounds, I'm down 50 pounds from where I was. I was 411 pounds. 411 pounds. Now, the last time I got on stage bodybuilding, I was 265 pounds. That was quite some time ago, you know, so I had 150 pounds to get back to that weight. I don't know how I'm going to look when I get back to that weight. I'm actually terrified of how I'm going to look. You know, I'm afraid of loose skin, and, you know, I'm just afraid I'm going to have loose skin and all in this area. You know, I got a little extra fat on my arms right here, and I'm terrified of it, you know, but hey, Ward, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I need all the encouragement I can get. I got 100 pounds to lose, 2 pounds a week for the next 52 weeks. I'll be putting the work in. Oh, man, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, come get to know me, man. You know, I'm spreading the love for free. Believe it or not, I'm in this situation I'm in, but for 20 years, I was a personal trainer and a coach, and I trained everyone from house moms to IFBB pro bodybuilders and bikini physique, you know, but I lost myself, man, and it took me all this time to find myself again, you know, so this road has been hard, you know, just getting myself back going again. I was so ridiculously out of shape that I couldn't really tie my own shoes, and it was terrible. And if I can be 100% honest with you guys, I got to the point where I was having panic attacks because I knew I was destroying my body. I knew I was, you know? So it got to the point like, hey, you know, I'm really getting to the point where being this big is affecting the rest of my life. And I just want to live again, and getting rid of the fat is one of the main things I need to do in order to like truly live a life again. Oh, man, you have everything you need. You have everything you need, you know. I'm telling you, the hardest part is starting. The hardest part is starting, you know, and you just gotta really find your why, you know. I mean, why do you want to do this? Yeah, and then I'm telling you, I had to chase after it for a while. A couple years back, I was laid off from a job I'd been at for 13 years. I thought I was going to retire there, you know, but right at the beginning of the pandemic, where things were the worst, they laid me off, you know. And so here I am. I used to always be able to fall back on coaching, fall back on being a personal trainer, you know, fall back on those things. But I let myself go so far that I couldn't coach anymore. How could I teach someone to be healthy looking, well, not like this. I'm getting a lot better, but like I was at 411, 412 pounds, I just couldn't. I was embarrassed, I mean, all of my friends are power lifters and bodybuilders, and I really kind of removed myself from them because I didn't want them to see me like this. I was the big guy. I was the strong guy, I was the guy they told their friends about. And I got to the point where I was just so fat I didn't want to be seen in public. I was doing a disservice to myself. Felt I was doing a disservice to my wife. And I had to make a change, So my reason why is A, I want to be here with my wife as long as I possibly can. And B, I just want to get back to doing the things that I love doing, and I love training people. I love coaching. I love going to the competitions. It was rough. Yeah, we all go through our journeys, man. And one of the worst things is once I got this started, right when I got close to losing my first 50 pounds, my grandmother died, a couple months back. And that threw me for a loop because my mom died when I was young. I was 5 years old when she passed. And my grandmother raised me. And I mean, she was the end all be all, and she lived 96 years. It's a long time, but even having her for 49 years, that's never really enough, and it really took me for a loop. It really took me for a loop, and it slowed me down a lot. But I took a couple weeks and tried to maintain my diet and exercise as much as I could, and I finally got back to the point where I realized, hey, she would not want me wallowing. She would want me to be here putting in work. She would want me to continue on my road to being fit again. She would want me to keep moving forward with my dream, So I'm doing all this. The added benefit for me is the fact that I know these things of her. So I'm going to use those things to keep me moving forward. Yes, I am an emotional eater. I am, always have been. I didn't have my first alcoholic drink until I was 37 years old. I have no other vices, and food was my thing, and I'm from New Orleans. So if you ever been here to New Orleans, we're a food-centric city. Everything's good. Corner store grocery food is better than a lot of places, restaurants. New Orleans is a hotbed for great food. So it's easy to find highly palatable foods here in New Orleans. And just like anything else, the food would make me feel better while I was eating it, but every time, and I mean it, every time I finish gorging myself on those high fat, high sugar foods, every time I finished, without a doubt, I would just feel, I would feel embarrassed again. I feel like I was letting myself down, so it was always in the back of my mind that the things that I was doing was wrong, and I knew it was, but I got to the point where I told myself I didn't care, even though I did, so that caused another conflict. And those feelings are the things that I really had to sit down and go over in my life. What is causing me to do these things, and usually it's just discomfort with who I had become. So I would feed my, I don't want to say disgust for myself, but I would feed my displeasure with how I let myself get with the very thing that got me where I was in the first place, you know. So it's a slippery slope, you know. It's a slippery slope. But I've gotten much better with it. I mean, obviously, I'm down 50 pounds. I'm at 365 pounds right now, and that's the lightest I've been in quite a few years, you know, and I'm just working to keep pushing forward, you know. I'm making sure that I log everything. I log each of my workouts. I log all my food, all my calories. I log all my macros, you know, how much protein, fat, you know. I log it all, even down to my water intake. Oh yeah, it is an addictive cycle, you know. And sometimes people don't realize what they're doing because it makes them feel better for a time, you know, and then next thing you know, you're just on to the next thing, because we all live busy lives, you know. So especially if you're older, you know, I have a house to take care of, I have a wife, you know, we don't have any kids, but I have businesses to run, I have work, I work full time, you know, so we find convenient little excuses to stop ourselves from doing the things that we know we need to do. And the biggest thing that I did was, my biggest excuse was I was tired. You know, but I was tired because I was overweight and out of shape. You know, I was tired because of that. You know, I have much more energy now that I'm down 50 more pounds. I feel like a human being again, you know. And once we realize that, hey, we're not tired, we're just being lazy and pushing it off to the side. We'll push it off till tomorrow, you know. We'll push it off till Monday. Or my favorite one, which a lot of us use, is, oh, I'm going to start at the beginning of the month. You know, I want to start on the 1st. You know, yeah, that's going to work, you know. And the 1st comes in April, then it's May, then it's December, and next thing you know, I'm starting on New Year's Day. New Year's Day is the day. That's the day I'm starting, you know. And when New Year's Day comes, you're like, oh man, I partied kind of hard. I'll start next week, so the 1st week of New Year's, and boom, and the cycle continues over and over and over again. And next thing you know, you're looking back at all the time you lost, you know, all that time that you, in hindsight, you can see like, okay, I could have snuck in a walk here, even if it's just 10 minutes. I could have snuck in a little workout. I had time, you know, and I see all that stuff clearly now. I know better. So I can't lie to myself, but I did it. I just ignored everything, you know. But once we start realizing those things, and those things that are really truly holding us back, that's when we start to really find our power. You know, that's when we really start to find our power. So what I had to do was accept myself for who I become, you know, and realizing that, hey, you know, I'm still the same person. I still have that drive. I still have that ambition. I still have that knowledge that I've learned over all these years. You know, I still have the ability to put in hard work. It's still there. You know, I'm still the same person. I've just undergone a metamorphosis, to say, you know. So what I have to do is I have to go into my cocoon and rebuild myself and come out on the other side, you know. And that's what I'm working on right now. Coming out on the other side, getting the work done, you know. And every week I get a little bit better. Every week I get a little bit better. And every day that I fight off temptation, every day that I fight off laziness, I'm stronger than I was the day before, and we can all do it. We all have that power within us. We have to just make the decision. And once we make the decision, the second main point is to actually make a plan. Let's see. Man, thank you, man. I think so too. I think I finally got my mind right. I have a clear, concise direction I want to go in. I have a clear and concise plan, that I'm working through. I mean, there'll be slight changes here and there, but everything, in other words, is moving forward, and I'm ready for it. And man, I'm gonna tell you, Dennis, look, if you're on a wall about restarting your journey, don't let it stop you, man. Don't let it stop you. You got it in you. It's there. You just have to make that decision and start with a plan. Start slow and just start building up on it, because the only commodity we can't get back is time. And I'm telling you, for me personally, I think regret is one of the worst things I could possibly feel. So I regret all these years I've lost, not doing the things I love doing, not going to the bodybuilding shows, not going to the powerlifting shows and being with my powerlifting and bodybuilder buddies, because in my mind, they'll be like, oh, man, look how fat Mark got, And I know it's all here. They would never be like that, or else they wouldn't be friends, but that's what I did. That's how I talked myself out of doing things. But I'm breaking out of that cocoon right now, and I made a decision that I'm bigger. I'm bigger than I was at 411 pounds. But when I say I'm bigger here. I'm bigger here, So we're gonna make it work. We're gonna get it done. And like I said, I'm a trainer. You got any questions about moving forward, just let me know. Send me an email or whatever. No charge for anything. I just want to help. Oh man. Thank you. That's what my wife says. She says the same thing. I just have to try to teach myself that lesson. Have to teach myself that lesson that I am worth it. I am worthy of being strong. I am worthy of being fit. I am worthy. Hey, Gene, what's going on, man? Gene's one of my little proteges. I'm trying to get him on stage in a couple years. Physique guy. Awesome shoulders, awesome upper body. Looking real good, Doing a great job, Gene. Can't wait to see you again soon. Yeah, man. So our experiences do make us who we are. And as crazy as it sounds, I think me being 411 pounds and going back to where I need to be is going to show people that it's possible. It's going to show people that it's possible, and maybe I'll be able to help more people on the other end. Because I'm not one of these fitness gurus that have been in shape their whole life, and hey, they decided to have a YouTube channel because they've always looked good, and the people will be able to see that, hey, look where this guy come from. Look at the battle he had to fight, and look at the prize he won at the end. Now, when I say a prize, I don't mean like a statue or a piece of paper saying that I'm great or anything like that. You know, I don't need that right now. You know, the victory that I need is the victory over myself. You know, I need the victory over my self-doubt, the victory over the pain I felt for losing the time, you know, and I'm working towards it. I'm working towards it right now. So yeah, man, it's a marathon, not a race, you know, and we have a tendency to want to get everything done overnight, you know, but the sad fact of the matter is that I didn't put on 150 pounds overnight. You know, I'm not going to lose 150 pounds overnight. You know, when it's all over, it's going to have taken me from the time I truly kind of started trying to get myself back together. It'll be 2 years at the end of this 365 days. You know, it'll be 2 years for me to take off that weight. You know, and a lot of people don't want to dedicate that time because they think about the big picture, you know, but the key to long-term goals is a bunch of small-term goals, you know, bunched together. And those short-term goals, you're working on those short-term goals. And believe me, you may not think 10 pounds will make you feel better, but I guarantee you it will. You may not think losing 20 pounds will make you feel better, but I guarantee you, you will. I'm 50 pounds down and I feel better than I have in 15 years maybe. You know, I'm sleeping better. You know, my anxiety is better. You know, I feel stronger. I'm getting strong in the gym again. You know, every week my weights are going up. Getting the work done. So take those whatever your long-term goal is, put it there. Put it on a pedestal. Put that long-term goal on a pedestal. And after that, start breaking it down into smaller, more attainable short-term goals. You know, like, hey, you want to lose 100 pounds. Good. Do not do what I'm doing right now. I am a trained professional. I know exactly what I'm doing. I understand that losing 100 pounds in a year is hard and may not be the absolute best thing to do, you know, but I have knowledge a lot of people don't have about changing the body, you know, and I have the time and ability to rest a lot. Excuse me. So my recovery is of the utmost importance, and I have the time to actually get that recovery done, you know. So I'm not telling you don't try 100 pounds in 365 days, you know. If that's your goal, you know, set it. But I'm telling you, it's a hard thing to do, and it may not always be the most healthy for you to do. You know, I went to my doctor a couple of weeks ago and I had my full panel workup done, you know, and I talked to my doctor about, hey, doc, this is what I'm trying to do, you know, and he knows what I used to do. He knows that I was a competitive athlete, you know, and me personally, I carry a lot of muscle mass, you know. My muscle mass from the last scan that I got was 253 pounds, you know, of lean body mass, you know. So I'm heavy, but I carry a lot of muscle. So that's going to help me get off, you know, 100 pounds in a year. You know, a lot of people don't start like that. You know, you're not trained athletes, you know, so the speed in which you get things done may not be at the same speed I get things done. But you got to realize that every step forward is moving you in the right direction. So, as again, take that long-term goal, put it on a pedestal, all right? And then break it down into shorter term goals, you know. So a pound a week is more than acceptable. Is more than acceptable. You know, figure out what your BMI is. Figure out what your metabolism burns per day. Put yourself in a slight deficit and start and get to work. And get to work. You know, pay attention to your energy levels. You know, if your energy levels are good at the end of 3 weeks, you know, then you can probably drop another 100 calories from your diet, from carbs or fats, or a combination of both, you know, and slowly start working your way towards that goal. You know, in the beginning, if you're detrained and you haven't worked out in a long time, boom, you might lose 10 pounds that first month, you know, and you might lose 5 pounds that second month. You'll be 15 pounds down before you know it, you know, but it's going to slow down once your body starts adapting. And that's when you have to start paying more attention to the smaller things, like your calories and, you know, your zone 2 cardio. This zone 2 cardio, I'm at 126 beats per second for me. So I'm right at the top of my zone 2 goal. You know, so right now my body is strictly burning fat. Generally, that's what science says, and that's what I know works. You know, so as long as I keep it here, you know, I'll be burning fat. You know, so watch the diet, get in a small calorie deficit, do zone 2 cardio. You could do it pretty much forever. I'm just saying that, not forever, but within reason. And you'll burn those calories and you'll see the fat just start melting off, literally. But it's going to take effort. It's going to take effort, and it's going to take humongous effort, especially if you let yourself go as far as I have. But believe me, every day that you complete all of your goals that you have set for that day, every day that you complete those goals, you're going to feel like a freaking superhero. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And once you start stacking those wins on top of each other over and over and over again, the last thing you're going to want to do is to backslide. You know, so you'll be paying attention. That's why I say it's so important to log everything. Log your workouts, log your nutrition, log your water, log your calories, you know, log it all, you know, so you can have a trail to follow. And once you're following that trail and you see, there we go, we got a half hour done, you know, we got a half hour done. I'm at my heart rate right now. Actually, I went up a little bit. I'm at 133, so I gotta cut it down just a little bit, you know. But man, I'm telling you, just putting this work in is freaking awesome. Let's see. Man, used to be a break dancer. Holy crap. Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, a lot of gut fat. Well, this is what you want to do. This is what you want to do. That zone 2 cardio, man. Get in the gym at least 3 times a week. You know, do some weight training. Build that muscle mass up so that you can boost your metabolism, you know, so that you're burning more calories throughout the day. 3 workout sessions a week is all you need to start. I mean, well, you have a gym at home, so you can do it. You know, 3 workouts a week. You know, focus on your compound movements, bench press, squat, deadlift if you can, you know, but first thing you want to do is to just make sure you go talk to your doctor and make sure that you're okay to do all of this stuff, you know. And another thing that's been monumental for me has been flexibility work. So if you're detrained and you were an athlete before, you know how important it is to be limber. So all of those stretching exercises you guys did, you know, especially you being a break dancer, you know how to stretch. Start stretching now, every night. Just do a little bit, little 5-minute sessions of stretching, you know, and start on those 3 weight workouts a week. Start building that muscle up in your body, and start this zone 2 cardio. You know, start the zone 2 cardio and start burning that fat off. It will come off, I guarantee you. There's no way it won't unless you have some kind of metabolic issues, you know, and most people's metabolic issues are just laziness, to be honest with you, you know. But, and they see that and they think that they have things going on in their body when really they're not. The people who say, I've tried everything, you know, you haven't tried everything, I guarantee it. And if you did try it, you didn't try it long enough to get any results from it. You know, so I'm telling you, the easiest thing to do for you right now is to start weight training. Doesn't have to be super heavy, just progress naturally and start doing zone 2 cardio, you know, for 20, 30 minutes at a time, 3 or 4 times a week. And I guarantee you, you'll start seeing progress really quickly, especially if your diet's where it needs to be. You know, so yeah, it's work. It's going to be work. But I'm telling you, you're going to grow to love it. You're going to grow to love the work, you know. And all you got to do is just keep putting the work in. And man, victory is yours. Victory is ours. We can do this. We can do this. We have power, you know. We have power. The only thing that separates us from the champions are the work ethic, sometimes genetics, but I guarantee you, hard work will beat genetics anytime, you know. So you just gotta start and get it done. Start and get it done, because the work's gonna be there, you know. And as long as you keep pushing it off, you're losing time. And like I said, time is the only commodity we can't buy back, you know. So get to work right now. You got this. You got this. We can do it. We will do it. It's not we can do it. We will do it. We will do it. We will get the work done. We will get strong. We will get fit again. We will live a healthier, stronger life. You know, you deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve. I went to Disney World, you know, and man, I wasn't at my heaviest, but I was probably 380 or somewhere in that area at the time. And when I tell you it was miserable, man, next time I go back to Disney World, I'm going to be able to enjoy myself more, you know, because those rides at Disney World are not built. Nothing's built for a 411 pound person. Nothing is built for a 411 pound person, you know, and I don't even want to look at things that are built for a 411 pound person. You know, I'll never be small, ever. And I'm fine with that, you know, but when I get to 265, I'm going to be a freaking monster. I'm going to be an animal. I'm going to be jacked at 50 years old and show people that, hey, you can build muscle, you can be strong, and you can do it all at 50 years old, 50 plus. You just got to be willing to make that change. You got to be willing to move forward. You got to be willing to sacrifice. You got to be willing. Nothing good has come without sacrifice. And the ones who seem to get things given to them without the sacrifice, you know, their lives are never as good as yours could be when you put in the work to achieve something. You put in the work. Once you put in the work, you'll have a deeper, stronger attachment to what you did, you know. And then you can take all that knowledge that you've accumulated over that time of you going through your adversity and going through your pain, going through your sacrifice. You can take that information that you compiled, and you can pass it on and help others help others maintain their greatness, find their greatness, find their strength. And that's what a true champion is. You know, a true champion is somebody who can duplicate that win in someone else. You know, and that's the biggest gift you can possibly have. Man, I miss it. I miss sitting in the crowd and watching my competitors get on stage and, you know, win shows or even place, even if they just placed. Even if they didn't, I enjoyed seeing them get up there, you know, and do their thing. It was awesome, you know, and I forgot how awesome that felt, you know, until I started this thing and somebody came to me and said, hey, you know, I want to get on stage, you know, what I need to do, you know, because they remember the me of before, but they didn't see Fat Mark. They saw Super Coach Mark J. You know, that's what they saw. You know, so in my mind, I'm thinking one thing, you know, I'm this huge blob with nothing to offer, you know, but other people know me for my actions and not my appearance. You know, and I said, you know, Mark, you got to get your shit together, man. You got to get right again. You know, this guy's coming to you for help and you rendering the help, you know, but you're not doing it for yourself. You know, practice the things you preach. You know, so, and I'm like, yeah, it's over. Let's get it done. So 50 pounds down right now. And I'm working on the last 100 by my birthday next year. My birthday is September 28th. I will go in to September 28th of 2025 at 265-ish pounds, a solid, ripped animal at 50 years old. Well, I'll be 51 then, and I'll be a monster because I don't accept anything other than that. I don't expect to do anything less than get the work done because I deserve it. You deserve it. I have the power to get it done. You also have the power to get it done. We just have to put in the work. That's what we got to do. We got to put in the work. And man, that's pretty much it. Let's see how long am I in here? Almost 40 minutes. 40 minutes of cardio down that quick. Man, I'm going to have to start coming live every time I do cardio because this helps a lot. It helps a lot. It helps a lot. So I think we're going to stop at like 40. I'm going to keep tabs on you, Dennis. Man, we got to help each other out. You know, you have helped me today tremendously, and I appreciate you being in here. You know, and everybody who came through, I appreciate you guys helping me get this cardio session done because I wasn't going to do it. I'll be honest, because it's been a long week at work, but I know I had to get it done. Oh man, thank you, man. I'm trying. You know, no, let me stop saying that. I'm not trying. Yes, I'm getting it done, but you guys have helped me a lot. You guys have helped me a lot. This channel growing the way it has, you know, and the comment sections have been wonderful. I truly, truly appreciate you guys. You know, you have no idea how important your comments have been, you know, and it's helped me move through some tough times, you know, and I'm at the beginning, so it's hard. Everything's hard, you know, but thank you guys. I appreciate you all for sticking in here and helping me get through this cardio. And I think I might do this cardio and chat a little bit more from now on because it really does help the time fly. No doubt about it, you know, and hopefully you guys seeing me suffer through this work, you know, inspire you to get on the horse too, you know. Maybe we can start a cardio club where we all come together and get a half-hour cardio in a couple of times a week on live. That'd be fun. But yeah, man, so let's see where we're at. We're at 42 minutes. Might as well go 45. We're at 42. We might as well go 45, right? Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go. Yeah, so yeah, the channel's growing. The channel is a big plus for me. Yeah, it would be dope, man. It would be dope. I'm gonna see if I can work it out. See if I can work it out. Even if it's just 2 or 3 of us in here, we come together. We encourage each other to keep moving forward and push through, and man, and realize those dreams together. You know, because it's fun to celebrate, but it's great to celebrate with friends, and we all know that. Yeah, we all know that. So yeah, oh man, this has been great. This is my second vertical live on YouTube. It's turned out way better than I expected. You know, everybody who come through, I appreciate you guys. You guys help me a lot. Just seeing that number move and stay up for a couple seconds, even if you're just in here for a minute, I appreciate you. Thank you, because that helped motivate me. That helped move me forward. And that's just one of those things that make you realize that this world is full of people that can help you achieve your dreams, even if they're only there for a couple minutes, right? Right? Positive mindset. Yeah, you can get it. You can get her to do it. You can get her to do it. You know, I mean, that would definitely help. That would definitely help. Man, this has been great. I appreciate it, man. So yeah, I think I'm going to go on and shut it down. I got grass to cut later, so I'm also getting more cardio. That's not fun. I live on a corner lot and it's pretty big, so I got a little time to do in the humid New Orleans heat. I think the heat index is somewhere around 100 today, but we'll get it done. We'll get it done. Let's see. Oh, you're an engineer. Right. Right, it's true. It's true, it helps, you know. It helps. It helps having people around you getting the work done. You know what I mean? Elon didn't do it by himself. You know, Tesla didn't do it by himself. Well, he kind of did it by himself, but he still had a team. The Wright brothers, they had each other. You know, so all great things come from people coming together and with like minds, you know, like minds, getting the work done. So, yeah, man, let's see what we got. All right, 45 minutes down. We got some work done, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm sorry for breathing hard in the microphone, but, you know, and nobody said it was going to be pretty. Nobody said it was going to be pretty. You know, yes, without that support, it helps having the normal support. Yes, it does. Absolutely does, you know. Oh, man. So, I'm going to take a shower. I got to pick my wife up from work, get her back here. Then we're going to get out in the yard, get some yard work done. And then tonight, I have shoulders and arms to do at the gym. So I'm gonna get that work done tonight also. And tomorrow, I get to rest. Okay, man. All right, Dennis, man, I appreciate you, brother. You have a good one. I'll see you around here soon. Do not be a stranger. But yeah, so I'm getting out of here too. And get that workout done. Hopefully I can film the workout tonight. And we'll see if the phone police are in the gym, you know, screwing up everybody's fun, but it's all good. I understand, you know. All right, guys, I appreciate you being here. Again, it's Super Coach Mark J. Wishing you a productive day. We still got time. We still can get some stuff done today. It's early on a Saturday. Some of you guys go out. Some of you guys have movie night. But you can find a half hour to get some work done on yourself. You can find a half hour to do some push-ups. You can find a half hour to do some sit-ups. You can find a half hour to get on a bike and get some work done. I'm going to take me a shower, give me a shake, get out, pick up my wife, and I'll see you guys soon on the main channel. The check-in tonight at 9 o'clock, my nightly check-in. So go check that out tonight. Come in, and I'll be live again at 9 for a short check-in. And that's it. And remember, today is another opportunity for you to be great. You can be great. Do not waste it. I'm out. Peace. Oh, man.